A lot of folks across West Texas had issues thanks to that last wave of bitter cold, from frozen pipes to burnout heaters. And it posed challenges for oil and gas too. So how did it affect them? Hunter Alcocer spoke with the Permian Basin Petroleum Association, who told him yes and no, they were affected.
The cold has had an effect on production, but it's not always the cold itself that will be an issue.
Weather of all types can have impacts to operations out in the field. One of the biggest concerns when it comes to cold temperatures is not always so much the cold, but it's the wind that can come along with it. You know, the disruption in power lines. If you knock down a power line and you can't get electricity out into the field, that's when you can have some issues with the cold.
While the temperatures and winds can slow things down, he says that as long as power is getting out to operations in the field, everything will still run as long as it's energized. And Robertson says that the grid did well this time around.
So during this winter storm event that we had in January, the peak power surge for the entire state was over 78,000 megawatts. Yet the system held in there this time, and largely, and fortunately, that had to do with we didn't have near as much precipitation and prolonged precipitation as we had during that last winter storm in 2021.
Robertson feels that the industry is as ready as it can be for whatever the rest of the winter season has to bring. And if problems do arise, they have plans in place to address them.
One of the things that we've really focused on, and in particular since the last storm, is trying to do the best job that we can to communicate with our members so that we can understand real time what's happening out in the field, and communicate with other stakeholders and other partners throughout the energy delivery system to make sure that we're getting the information that's needed where it needs to be.
In Midland for News West 9, I'm Hunter Alcocer.